Hey guys, welcome to another edition of GamingNight. I haven't done one of these pickup unboxing videos in a while, so I'm just going to do a quick one as quick as I can to get through this stuff. So we'll start with smaller pickups and then work our way up to the bigger pickups. So first I got Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports. So the game's already in here. In the system right now. So there's that. And then we got Double Dragon Gaiden Rise of the Dragons. I'll be putting up some gameplay footage of this soon. Came with stickers and a poster here. There we go. Pretty cool. So I'll be getting, of course, some gameplay of this up soon. Hopefully soon. And then we've got 40th anniversary of Carmen Sandiego for the Nintendo Switch as well. Yeah, this is fiance got it, so for us both to play it, so I'll get some gameplay up for this too as soon as I can. Open up and see what we got. As long as there's no codes or anything here, I'll show what it's in here. Okay. So there's the sleeve. Stickers, map. I guess that's what this is. Let me make sure it's what it is. There's no codes on it. Just a poster. Carmen Sandiego. And then we got some stickers. And then the game cart inside there. So, okay. So I'm looking forward to giving this a try. Okay, there's that. And then, last but not least, we've got Walt Disney, the Animated Studios animated a cooperative game by Prospero Hall. And that's the front of the box. And that's the back of the box. And my fiance already opened it up. This was our anniversary gift. And being we couldn't go to Walt Disney World this year, hopefully we'll be able to go back in sometime in the near future. But this was like the closest thing that I could get to her to experience Walt Disney again. And it also has her favorite version of Mickey Mouse, which is the Sorcerer Mickey from Fantasia. So, and these are the selector tiles for your action tiles. So there's that. And then we have the boards here. So these are all the player boards. These are the background for each film. This is Aladdin's, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Got 101 Dalmatians, Fantasia, Alice in Wonderland, and then we got whatever we accomplish belongs to our entire group, a tribute to our combined effort, Walt Disney. And then inside here is the player board. These are where you got the deadline, the decks, and the villain, and the action selector slots there. So it's basically a cooperative game that is got a conveyor belt type of action selection. So when you select something, one from the higher level, the action slot slide to number one, and number one becomes number two. So the higher number of on the track, the more powerful the action's going to be. So strategically trying to figure out the best way to accomplish your tasks by manipulating the cascading belt there. So these are the animation cards, which are used for just getting rid of calamities, playing cards, and then these also affect what the villains can do if these certain cards come up. So, and then you use your player abilities. There's like team, so they've got all those. So put this to the side real quick. And then you have the villains. So you have Queen of Hearts. There. There's that one. You got Cruella de Vil. Chernabog. And we got the Queen, and Snow White, Evil Queen. And then we got Jafar from Aladdin. So we got that. And then we have the player mats for each character. This is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And then this is how you, when you complete all your tasks, how you complete your final task to defeat the villain. This is Aladdin's, and then in the back it shows you what you got to do to complete the final task to defeat the villain. Alice in Wonderland. Same thing on the back, the villains. So Chernabog, same thing. This Fantasia, and then Cruella de Vil. So it's two-sided there. And then you have the player aids. There's 4 of them, double-sided, so you can have a little quick reference. You also got a reference on the player sheet mat. So, and then we have that's not what I want. Studio box here. So it has the calamity count based on difficulty and player count, so you can make the game more difficult. And then it's got some screen tokens here, little film reel for the deadline track, and then the paint tokens, first player token, the magic token. So there's different colored paints like white, red, wild, and these are how you get your characters onto the screen. So you gotta paint them in, so it's very thematic. So yeah, you gotta build the background, deal with calamities, and so this is the Fantasia one. So we got the magic broom, another magic broom, and then we got Sorceress Mickey. They're really nice done art on these, really nice. And then each unique character's got some special tokens that correlate to finishing their tasks. So Mickey's got 5 of these musical tokens, and that's part of how you get certain stuff done. And then each character has, these are the calamity cards. So this one you can't remove it, and then this one, if it comes in play, you have to discard a white paint that you have to defeat the card. And this one has a 3 on it, which means you need to select the action tile in spot 3 to get rid of it. This one's get rid of a teamwork card, and this one's to get rid of an inspiration card from your hand. So you collectively as a team can decide who, but you got to get them deleted or removed before the villain's turn. So you got to kind of have to really collaborate on working on your individual progress of your getting all the pieces of your background put in, because they're like puzzle pieces, and they worth so many points depending on how big they are. A 3-piece would cost 3 action. Spending the action tile when it's on the space 3, or increasing it with tokens or other things. And then we got Alice in Wonderland. So you have Alice, the rabbit, and the Mad Hatter. And then you have the Calamity cards. So this one you gotta get rid of teamwork card, get rid of the heart card, use the action slot 2, the yellow paint, and then this one cannot be removed. There's always one that can't be removed no matter what you do, it's stuck. And then of course you get a screen printed Cheshire Cat. Wouldn't be complete without the Cheshire Cat. So there's that one. There's that one. So we have Fantasia. And then we have the 101 Dalmatians. We got the lady, I can honestly can't tell you what the names of these are. Pongo and I don't know if it's what it is. Pongo and dang it, it's been a long time since I've seen these films, but yeah. So yeah, you got those. Kind of wish I knew what those were. So then this one, you got to get rid of this one if it's in play. You got to discard the number 3 action. Using this, yeah, can't remove it. This one you need to use a focus. This one you have to use an inspiration card to get rid of it. And then this one, blocking. And then we've got these bones, canine treats, canine crunchers as they call them. And like I said, each character have special things that you use. So you use the sound action to use your tokens, and each one has a unique thing that they can do. And depending on what level you use them, how much tokens you give out, and or how powerful they are. And then we got Aladdin. So we got Jasmine, Abu and the Magic Carpet, and of course Aladdin. And then you have this one is grit to remove it, a heart to remove it, a red paint to remove this. Can't be removed, just like the other one. And then this one's slot 2. And then last but not least, this set, one of the important characters, the genie. Hubba, 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 hubba. I got a crick in my neck. So let's see, and then we got Snow White and the 7 Dwarves. And then we've got the animals. And then we've got the prince. And then we got Snow White. So those are those. And then getting all these cards out. Then we got the poison apple, which you gotta use a green paint to remove. The trees, which is focus. Evil Queen, which you can't get rid of. You got the hunter that's supposed to betray the Snow White, kill her, I mean. And then another tree, which you use grit to get rid of that one. And then Snow White and the 7 Dwarves would not be complete without the 7 Dwarves. And in the original Grimm's Fairy Tale, there were no names for the dwarves, but Disney added names. So you got, I think that's, there's different ones here. I'm like, whatever these ones. Yeah, so, you know, like, which one are you? Doc's the easiest one to spot. I think that's Dopey. That's Sleepy. Yeah. So there you go, I guess. But yeah, they all got all 7 dwarves. And I'm like brain's going blank right now. So So I might do a solo gameplay of this soon. Or if I'm lucky, maybe I can get my fiance to do a video with me on this, but that's hard to do when she don't like me recording too much. She don't like to be on camera too much, but I don't blame her. I understand. Ugh. But when you get the rare occasion when she's on, then she puts a whole bunch of effort into it. But with the game like this, she will probably would not film it the first time playing it, because she wants to make sure she grasps the game first, which it's not really that difficult. But I don't want to put someone on the spot that doesn't understand how a game goes. So I think that's everything I'll put away. We shall see. Doesn't fell on the floor. No. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hoping to get some more content up soon. So see you next time. Thanks for watching.